development of football in this country. Vodafone, I sincerely congratulate you for being a wonderful partner to Fiji FA, and without your support, we wouldn't have been able to develop this sport of football in this country. Tournaments like 2018 Vodafone Fiji FACT realizes one of the primary aims of Fiji FA in organizing football, and it's not only entertainment, as I've said, it's also development. This is where the young youth players come to watch the game and become future footballers. Vodafone Fiji FACT is a medium where we make new friends, reunite with old friends, and cherish the memories we create and support respective districts. This is also a place where we know you get some time off for entertainment and enjoy the sport that you love and the game we all love as a passionate footballers. Last but not the least, I'd like to make sure racism has got no place in the sport of football. Please make sure, refrain from it. As you know, fair play always exists with FIFA, OFC and Fiji football. For the football fans, let's join hands and support this event, and it gives a great success. And once again, let's thank Vodafone for the wonderful sponsorship they have been doing for you. Thank you. God bless you all.
Thank you, Mr. Patel, the President of Fiji FA, for his address. We now have with us the Chief Executive Officer of Nosori Town Council, Mr. Akhtar Ali. As the first citizen of Nosori, we will now allow him to speak to you and welcome you all to the Township of Nosori. So put your hands together, please, and welcome Mr. Akhtar Ali for his address.
Good afternoon, all. Good afternoon, Nosori.
Good afternoon.
The chief guest, Honorable Galan, Fiji Football President, Mr. Rajesh Patel, CEO Fiji Football, Mr. Muhammad Yusuf, the Organizing Committee Chair, Mr. Yogeshwar Singh, our major sponsors, Vodafone, spectators from Fiji and abroad. Greetings to all from Nosori. It gives me great pleasure to welcome each and everyone to this exciting tournament, which is the first major tournament football event for the year 2018. Moreover, it is an honor indeed for the town of Nosori to have been given this opportunity once again to host the 28th Vodafone Fiji soccer tournament at Ratu Gombau Park. I must also state that Rewa is ready to defend this title once again, and fans will be excited to watch some brilliant soccer skills for the next 3 days. Ratu Gombau Park has been a well-known soccer venue for many years and has its own soccer history. The council and the people of Nosori appreciate the value generated by this park through such national soccer tournaments. For this reason, council has continuously invested in maintaining and upgrading this park on a consistent basis. In the next 2 years, we also plan to invest over $1 million to upgrade the facility to ensure we offer the spectators a standard sporting arena. Thanks to the government development grant in order to promote sports in Fiji. Nosori Town Council looks forward to maintaining and strengthening this relationship with Fiji football. Our Town Council Engineering Department has been working over the months with repairs and maintenance on the facilities to ensure we are able to prepare the park for this spectacular tournament. Ratu Gombau Park has been one of the busiest stadiums around the country for the various games held almost every weekend. We have been hosting major tournaments for Fiji football every calendar year, and we will continue to do so. This is, ladies and gentlemen, a very much awaited tournament that the people of Fiji and overseas eagerly look forward to as the year's first major event. All die-hard fans are excited, and I believe everyone will come out in numbers for the next 3 days of excitement with brilliant display of skills and techniques never seen before. We are confident that the southern teams will display extraordinary soccer skills this week, and I take this time to also confirm that the ground will be available for the finals next week. No doubt every team is exceptionally good and will come out firing during this tournament. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Sultan Council, I take this time to thank the Fiji FA President, Mr. Rajesh Patel, the CEO, Mr. Mohammed Yusuf, the Organizing Committee Chairman, Mr. Yogesh Singh, our sponsors and the management and staff of Fiji Football, and the Sultan Council for being supportive during the preparation phase for Vodafone Fiji FACT National Soccer Tournament 2018. Wishing all participating teams and spectators best of luck during this highly desirable, wonderful tournament. Vinaka, and thank you everyone.
Thank you very much, CEO, for your words of welcome to the fans. Of course, Fiji FA is delighted to work with members of your council. I know my chairman, Mr. Yogesh Singh, and the members of your council and his ground committee have done a marvelous job in preparing this park, getting it ready for these 3 days of football fiesta. We'd now like to invite the Chief Marketing Officer of Vodafone Fiji, Rajneesh Prasad, to deliver his address. I want to add on to what the President has already said. Vodafone is Fiji FA's major partner in developing football in this country. And we are indebted to Vodafone that they would now have said they'd like to continue this partnership for many, many more years to go. Please put your hands together for the Chief Marketing Officer of Vodafone Fiji, Mr. Rajneesh Prasad.
The Assistant Minister for Youth and Sports, Honorable Eliesa Delano, the President of Fiji Football, Mr. Rajesh Patel, CEO of Fiji FA, Mr. Mohammed Yusuf, officials, players, members of the media, and fans from the various districts. Hola and welcome to Rotterdam Park. Welcome to the 2018 Vodafone Fiji FACT, the most awaited tournament for the year. Vodafone has proudly backed the tournament for the past 10 years. And together with Fiji Football, we are ready to ignite the 2018 Vodafone Fiji FACT tournament. It is another year in progression as Vodafone Fiji stands firm in supporting the growth of football in the country. As 100% locally owned entity, Vodafone Fiji's brand has grown beyond just being about connectivity, but more as a passionate and valued organization. Vodafone has ensured that our passion for the Burma grows. One of the many ways we do it is by powering all areas of the sport from grassroots to national levels. It is great to see our sponsored schools, women's and youth categories gaining momentum over time. Ladies and gentlemen, as we continue with our part to build a solid foundation for Fijian football, I take this opportunity to wholeheartedly acknowledge the people putting in the hard yards for the sport. It is through commitment, dedication, discipline and sacrifice that the teams in all areas of the sport have come this far. This year, once again, we anticipate more great outings by the teams. The future definitely looks super exciting as we truly believe that with the right backing and provision, the sport has potential to deliver more magical moments. The Vodafone Fiji FACT tournament itself has grown, and the earmarked event sees hundreds of football crazy fans gather at the ground in an explosion of color and cheers to support their districts. A tournament such as the Vodafone Fiji FACT has great scouting grounds to identify the best talents, leading to Fiji's FA's Mission 2026. for the sport at the FIFA World Cup. I'm sure that we all are eager to see what this year's Vodafone Fiji FACT unfolds, as defending champions Reva will be a force to retain the glorious title. Ladies and gentlemen, we look forward to the exciting matches lined up as the teams display their football actions in a celebrated football tournament. All the very best to the participating teams. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Prasad, for your words, and we'll continue to look forward to work with Vodafone Fiji in developing football around the country. Ladies and gentlemen, now is the time for the official opening by the Honorable Assistant Minister. And I have great pleasure in introducing you our chief guest this afternoon, the Honorable Assistant Minister for Sports, Honorable Ilyas was brought up in the province of Nangara. He attended primary school in Sigatoka, St. John of Arc, and attended, I'm very proud to say, he attended Duvu College as a student. And when he was a student, Nangara used to be the champions in Fiji. He studied sports science at the FIT. He has got numerous sports achievements. Please listen to this carefully. 2006, Honorable Delana achieved gold medal in high jump championship in Malaysia. 2007, achieved gold medal at the Arafura Games in Darwin, Australia. 2008, achieved gold medal in high jump in Hapataki track and field event in Tokyo, Japan. 2009, achieved gold medal in high jump in Darwin, Australia. 2011, achieved silver medal in high jump during the World Championship in New Zealand. 2012, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for him, won gold medal in high jump during London Paralympic Games. 2011, 2012, back to back, he was awarded the Fiji Sportsman of the Year Award. Another great achievement. 2013, inducted into Fiji Sports Hall of Fame. And in 2030, he was awarded the honor of medal, Fiji medal. Special achievements for this great human being. He is the first sportsman to appear on a Fijian currency, 50 cents coin. Put your hands together for Mr. Delana. He is the first person with disability to given the Order of Fiji medal. And he is the first person with physical disability to be voted in to be a member of parliament. Thanks to all the voters here. First sportsman with physical disability and para-athlete in Fiji to be inducted into the Fiji Sports Hall of Fame. Became the first sports minister in Fiji to present medals at the Paralympic Games in Rio, Brazil. The first person with physical disability to be given the officer of the Order of Fiji. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the Fiji football president, the board, greatest honor to have the Honorable Assistant Minister for Youth and Sports, Honorable Ilyas Delana, deliver his speech and officially open the Vodafone Fiji FACT 2019. Please stand up, put your hands together for this great gentleman.
The President and Chief Executive Officer of the Fiji Football Association, senior officials, member of Fiji Football, official sponsors, Vodafone, respective stakeholders, invited guests, participating teams, ladies and gentlemen, Bola Binaka, Namaste, Assalamualaikum and a very good afternoon to you all. It is indeed a privilege to be invited to officially open the Fiji FACT Tournament 2018. I would like to take this opportunity to acknowledge the sponsors and the work of the Fiji Football Association in organizing this year's tournament. Navale. I also acknowledge the assistance provided by all stakeholders, administrators, teams and volunteers in making this event possible. Ladies and gentlemen, the Fiji FACT Tournament, like many other major football tournaments, has a very rich history. The event is one of the most celebrated tournaments in the Fiji football calendar. I thank the Fiji Football Association for continuing to support the Fiji FACT, which has become an annual event in our national sporting calendar. No doubt, such tournaments help identify our upcoming national stars. Football has grown from strength to strength over the years, and the Fiji Football Association's current and past officials have put in an enormous effort to ensure the development of this event as its stature increases. Ladies and gentlemen, the Fiji Football Association has played a major role in the development of football in Fiji. The association continues to make positive progress in the development of football at the grassroots level in Fiji. The association has also organized and played international friendlies which have exposed our players to high-level competition we have to face in order to improve our rankings. However, there is much more work to be done. There is a need to implement a culture of excellence so that Fijian football teams and the national team are able to compete at the highest level and achieve the desired results. The association, national team coach and other technical experts have been working to improve our standards, and I'm certain that we will reap success in the near future. Ladies and gentlemen, recently we have noticed major improvements in the standard of football displayed by Fijian football teams and our national team. We have seen our local leagues and tournaments become competitive, and it really becomes a daunting task for the football pundits to predict winners and outcomes. These are very encouraging signs for the positive development of football in the country. We need to continue making inroads to see our development programs mirrored in our achievement and, importantly, further improve our international rankings. The work done in promoting football to youths and the development of youth league is particularly important. I am delighted that the association encourages equal participation of women in football and is promoting young women to take up the sport. The next challenge will be persons with a disability. This is also one of the underlying principles of the ministry, to have an all-inclusive approach despite gender, religion and physical ability. And I'm happy to say that Fiji football have started in doing that. Thank you. This has been set in motion through Fiji FA's establishment of 11 development centers and 5 centers of excellence around the country. We now have technical advisors, coaches, working with sports science, medical practitioners, and experts providing assistance to our players, men and women, with the support they need to excel on the international stage. The Fiji Referee Association is continuously striving to improve the quality and standard of refereeing. Our referees need to excel academically and physically to officiate during games. I urge spectators to respect the decision of referees. This is what we try to instill in our young people, respect for decision-making terms of the rules of the games. Ladies and gentlemen, on a similar note, the Fiji Football Association has also been able to carry out random anti-doping tests during major sporting tournaments in line with the FIFA rules, and players are penalized when found to have breached these rules. The Fijian government, through the Ministry of Youth and Sports, promotes integrity in sports. It is an essential part of promoting doping-free sport. It is an integral part of evening the playing field and protecting athletes' health. I would like to take this opportunity to acknowledge the efforts of the players, coaches, administrators of Lautoka FC for qualifying for the Oceania Federation Cup finals. The team made Fijians proud of their achievements. The team was able to put in a much better performance during the second leg of the final, which shows that our team can be equally competitive if given the right guidance. These are very proud moments for the development of football in Fiji, and I look forward to seeing further progress in the near future. Ladies and gentlemen, and to the participating teams, I would like to leave you all with a quote from one of the legendary football players, Abedi Pele, and I quote, "Success is no accident. It is hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, and most of all, love of what you are doing or learning to do unquote." I hope that good sporting behaviors prevails during the tournament and you promote inclusivity, equality, and fairness throughout. Finally, I would like to wish all participating teams at the 2018 Fiji FACT tournaments all the best and hope that the football-loving entities enjoy the festivity of the tournament. Vinakawalevu, Dhanyavad, Shokran, and thank you all.
Come on.
Thank you very much. A token of appreciation to the Assistant Minister. The Fiji Football Association played that beautiful broadcast. And also to the soccer-loving fans, as the Minister has rightfully said, we are improving our rankings and everything and playing international friendlies. Just today, I can confirm that Christophe Gamel, our national coach, has agreed to extend his contract for another 4 years. So we are really delighted and we are on the right path. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. President. We'll now kick off the next match between Mombasa and Rakete at sharp 4. I hope the referees should be moving to the field. For the fans that are in the park, there is a beer parlor being run by Super Football. So those of you who have brought a driver, then you can go and drink. If you have come alone, please don't go there. Police will be right at the outside of the park waiting to see you. So enjoy your drink.